Okay, so one more pep talk before we close this out, right? I mean, one of the beauties of golf, right, is that it's a game you can play, into old age, and it really is, you know, beautiful in that way. It's a long-term game, and we have this kind of we want it now American mindset that sometimes, butts up against reality and how golf improvement really works. So I want to make one last pass here at trying to urge you to take a long-term view of golf improvement and your relationship with what, again, for almost all of you watching it, it's a hobby, right? You do this for fun. Um, and if you do commit to these things, you actually can see real consistency. Now, real consistency is nothing like the consistency that most of us imagine, right? Real consistency involves, a minimum number of really awful shots that are still going to occur, right? It it is unavoidable. Our bad golf is unavoidable, whether it's a bad shot or a bad round or a bad month. This stuff is going to happen, and we fool ourselves into thinking that our best golf is obtainable all the time, right? If only I could just do what I do sometimes more often. Well, that's not what golf is, right? Um, and once you kind of get committed to that concept, it really does give you the ability to handle the inevitable slumps, right? So the basic process is kind of simple, right? First of all, you have to really believe in what it is you're working on, right? And a lot of that instructional content, whether it's skill work or technique work, is pretty cut and dry. There are some basic things that are heavily correlated with good shots and some basic things that are not, right? Whether that's shaft position or where you hit the ball on the face, you really need to have a solid belief in, where you're deficient and what it is you're doing to change it. And second, you have to get feedback. You have to constantly be getting feedback on individual shots, whether that's paying attention just to what ball flight is doing so you can reverse engineer, face and path, or something that you're going to be doing sometimes too, which is using a video camera or using a training aid or just a basic alignment stick constraint or just a buddy helping you know where you're aiming, right? You have to get feedback. If you combine the belief with the feedback and the knowing that you're going to want to fool yourself when you get mad and things don't go your way, that you're going to want to convince yourself that none of this is going to work, patience will really be your friend here. The more you can zoom out, the longer view you can take of this thing, the better your chances of improving are. Right. So thanks again for checking this out. We hope that you find it helpful. I hope that you revisit it occasionally, especially when things aren't going well. And love to work with you further. If you have any questions, please just send us a message. Thanks again.